watching the sports political channel of LB. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button, share these videos on your social media platforms. As I give a salute to my man Mark Wunderlich and Trey Knights in the building. Let's get down to business, man. So, in the 118-113 so see here, and this is before the game even began. After starting lineups, and the announcer, give all the pomp and circumstance, and after that, the team gets together in the huddle, gets together, starts motivating each other, and get ready to play. Well, Russell Westbrook decides that, you know what, I don't want to be a part of that. I'm going to do my own thing. So, not only that, he finished the game with 5 points and 3 rebounds, but there was a couple sequences where he had the ball, and for a guy to be 14 years in the league, you would think he would know where he's at on the court. Unfortunately, he does not know where he's at on the court, considering that on those 2 occasions he stepped out of bounds. And then look at this play. Let's look at this play right here. Now, this was like in the 10-minute mark in the third quarter. Salute to you, Carla Jenkins, Octavius TX made. Everybody's watching this video. I appreciate it. Now, before this incident, Russell Westbrook was cooked on defense. He was caught sleeping on the screen on a cut from Jalen Noel. Not only he was caught sleeping and Jalen Noel getting the cut, he also commits a cheap foul on Jalen Noel, which prompted an and one. So when Patrick Beverly wanted to get everyone together to make some kind of adjustments, well, guess who's not in the picture? You see Patrick Beverly, you see LeBron, you see Lonnie Walker, and you see Anthony Davis. Who is missing in that picture? Somebody is missing in action. So let me get this straight. Before the game, you isolate yourself from teammates. During the game, you're out here turning the ball over because you don't know where the fuck you at on the court. Then you get burned on a cut, commit a cheap foul, and you don't want to even be with your team, man. Get this nigga up out of here, yo. Look, the Lakers don't need to acquiesce to this motherfucker trade demands. They don't. They don't. They do not need to acquiesce to his trade demands. Look, you got $47 million, well, you can sit your $47 million ass on the bench. Because I personally do not want the Lakers compromising their flexibility just to get this Bama up out of here. I do not want the Los Angeles Lakers compromising their cap flexibility along with their draft picks, because they got a 27 first-round pick and a 29 first-round pick. I do not want them compromising that just so Russell Westbrook can go stat pad, put up a whole bunch of hollow-ass triple-doubles, and then he can, try to call himself getting another bag. And then he want to thumb his nose up and stick his middle finger up to all us quote-unquote haters out there that don't recognize his game. Well, motherfucker, guess what? Your game don't translate to winning no goddamn championship. We've seen this already. We've seen it in OKC, we've seen it in goddamn Houston, and we've seen it in Washington. So, Lakers need to just tough this one out for this year right here, all right? He can sit his $47 million ass on the bench, right? GG chillin', what's good? You suit night, what's up? He can sit his $47 million ass on the bench. Because as far as I'm concerned, we don't need nobody like that. We don't need nobody that's going to think they're bigger than the damn team. Because look, last year, if you follow my channel last year, I told y'all I was one of the few people right out the gate that told y'all that the Lakers weren't going to make the playoffs. I told y'all this shit. And look what happened. Lakers weren't going to make the playoffs, right? So when that happened, I told y'all as soon as the season was over, that Russell Westbrook was not going to get traded. I told y'all this, right? Hey, LA Sports Live, hey, you owe me because I told you. I told you. You keep going against me, and you know I'm right. I told you that Russell Westbrook was not going to get traded. I told you that. I told y'all this back in April when last season was over with. And you see all this news that came up about all these trade scenarios about him going to Charlotte, going to Indiana, going to San Antonio, going to Utah, all these places that Russell Westbrook going to. And I told y'all then that none of that was going to happen. And look what happened. Look what happened. Now, they got one more game before things go for real on Tuesday night when they play the Golden State Warriors, when they get to watch them get their championship rings. And that's provided Draymond Green's family and Jordan Poole's family don't get in the fisticuffs in the back. But Russell Westbrook, man, get this motherfucker up out of here. Get this dude up out of here. This team ain't gonna go to the playoffs, man. I thought about maybe, just maybe, off the strength of LeBron and AD, they could be a playing team and all that. But their backcourt, Darvin Ham got to do something about that backcourt, man. That backcourt, you got one sequence during the game, they play 4 guys on the backcourt at the same time in the game. 4. Darvin Ham got to do something about that. AD running his mouth complaining about, oh man, I don't want to play center, man. Hey, motherfucker, suck it up, Buttercup. You got to play that goddamn 5. Who else gonna play it? Thomas Bryant? Who else the Lakers got that's gonna play the 5? So stop bitching. But back to Russell Westbrook. I'll talk about AD in another video. But Russell Westbrook, right? One thing I understand, and I talked about this on my brother Ticket channel. Go subscribe to my brother Ticket TV, right? Tigers don't change their stripes. Leopards don't change their spots. Russell Westbrook is who he is. What's up, Kyle 12? Russell Westbrook is who he is. You can't teach that motherfucker nothing new. You can't. So, is anyone surprised that Russell Westbrook doing all this shit, right? All this drama before the season even began. And I think there's one thing I hadn't talked about that's in play here, right? Now, my brother Ticket signal boosted this one, so I give a salute to him. He said that Kyrie Irving is not going to be in Brooklyn next year, and that the Lakers was looking to sign Kyrie Irving. But they can't do that if they trade Russell Westbrook. They can't do that if they trade Russell Westbrook. And then you mean to tell me that there was actually talk about getting Buddy Hield and Miles Turner? Those two Bammers ain't worth giving up no damn first-round pick. Them two motherfuckers ain't worth giving up no first-round pick. Buddy Hield, a guy that's been traded multiple times around the league, a scoring-dependent guard, where you don't know what night you're going to get out of Buddy Hield. Miles Turner, another enigma. You don't know when you're going to get out of Miles Turner. Miles Turner can go out there, put up damn near triple-double stats. Other nights, Miles Turner ain't nowhere to be found, whether he be in foul trouble, whether he's injured, or he just having a bad night. So, good on the Lakers for not pulling the trigger on that deal. Because that deal would not move them any closer to a championship, in my opinion. So, when I think about this situation with Russell Westbrook, it's just not good. is not good. And the faster he's up out of there, the better. But it should not be at the expense of the Lakers losing their leverage. It should not. The Lakers should not lose their leverage just so Russell Westbrook can go somewhere and pad his stats. Now, I'm gonna ask everybody this question I've been asking over the last couple of years, right? When Russell Westbrook was on the trade block, right? Whether it been when he was with Washington, when he came to the Lakers, when there was the trading deadline last year, right? Who was chomping at the bit to get Russell Westbrook on their team? You would have think a guy who is the all-time triple-double leader, right? A guy who's been a perennial all-star, a former league MVP. You would think people would jump over hoops, people would clear the deck, people would do anything possible to get a guy like that. But they didn't. What organization that was contending for a championship would say, hey, look, man, Russell Westbrook is the missing piece to the championship, man. If we get Russell Westbrook, we in there, like swimwear. You ain't heard nobody say no shit like that. There was a slow song by Keith Sweat featuring Cut Close called Nobody. That was a slow jam back in the day. Everybody that listened to Keith Sweat and Cut Close know about that damn song. But that's who was looking for Russell Westbrook. You look outside, it was quiet with a tumbleweed running around the ground because it was that windy outside. Anyone was chomping at the bit for Russell Westbrook. And then on the Lakers aspect, Russell Westbrook wasn't first on their priority list. He was like number 5 on the depth chart. What's up, Gideon? Hey, look. What's up, RG Titan? Salute to you, bro. Look, it's easy for you to say that, but when have you known Russell Westbrook to be accountable and work on his flaws, right? At this point in his career, he is who he is. He can't shoot. He's getting cooked on defense. I don't know if it's effort. I don't know if it's because his role. I don't know what it is, but what I'm seeing is not acceptable, especially a team that's trying to win a championship for LeBron because LeBron is, for all intents and purposes, are in the twilight of his career. And even if that is true, that tanking teams are interested in him, all they gonna do is buy him out. Because if he goes to these, say he gets traded to Orlando, they're gonna buy him out. They're going through a youth movement. Houston's going through a youth movement. Detroit's trying to build from within. So these teams that are tanking, yeah, they'll take him. All they're gonna do is buy him out. And then who's gonna want him? Nobody wants this dude, man. That's the thing. Nobody wants this dude. And the way he's carrying himself, he's playing a dangerous game. He's gonna fuck around and end up out of the league. Period. He's gonna fuck around and his ass will be out of the league. They want guys that can score the basketball with efficiency. Russell Westbrook is not an efficient player. Yeah, he scored 31 points, but it'll take him 35 shots to get him 31 points. And if he's not going to the free throw line because he's driving with reckless abandon and someone happened to smack the ball, he go, ah! And influence the referee's whistle just so he can go to the line and shoot 2 shots. So, look, I don't like this shit. I don't like it. I don't like this shit. This is not a good look. Because the Russell Westbrook contingent or his defenders or his protection agency can sit up there and say whatever they want to say. But hey, you look at this and you look at this, and you explain to me, how does this constitute being a consummate professional? How does that professionalism? Oh man, he was an exemplary teammate. All he does practices, he was shooting around, he was, dapping it up with folks. Well, what the hell changed between then and now? So I'm not down with the play. So Russell Westbrook, get his ass on that body here. Now, if you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Shouts out to the Lions Den basketball community. This your man. Scream at me. Hurt!